Hello beautifuls, this is Aromie here, and welcome back to Asagao Academy. So last episode kind of got into a fight with PBG and his friends don't seem to know what is going on with him. Which is kind of weird because I thought you guys were all close. I'm worried that he's working too hard. He's been going out to the soccer field every night and practicing for hours. This again? What do you mean? When PBG has something he really cares about, he tends to work extremely hard at it. And that's when you're going to lose all your stamina, and willpower, and feelings, and you're just going to push everybody out because you're too focused. So, this isn't the first time this happened? Well, from what you're saying, it seems like this one is more extreme than usual. But yes, this has happened before. I don't think it's that big of a deal. You've got to be kidding me. He rushed into my face. You didn't see him out there? He's being completely irresponsible. He's running himself into the ground. Someone should do something. He needs help. Hana, I really think he's fine. PBG is just like that sometimes. If you guys won't help him, I will.
Hey.
Whoa, what's going on? I don't know. And Luke were watching my favorite attempts to argue with John and Shane. PG is being irresponsible and hurting himself, and these guys don't even care.
What?
Wait, what?
Hana,
You're being ridiculous. Without another word, Ian turned on his heel and walked away. Well, where do you think you're going? You can't just walk off like that. John and Shane followed behind him. You've got to be kidding me. Luke, you understand, right? You and PBG, you're Skyward brother bond. Look, I'm not sure I understand what's going on, but I get that you're worried and I get it. And I think that maybe you should try trusting in PBG a little more. Trusting? PBG's a cool dude. He's not going to go and lose his head over something stupid, man.
Okay,
Look,
well,
I gotta go, but it was nice talking with you. And just like that, I was alone and furious. I'm not going to sit around while he hurts himself. My points seem to be fine, so PBG was scary. Is he really still the peanut butter game I remember? I'm sorry, Miss Shizuka. She pointed to the desk and I slumped into it with a sigh. I glanced at PPG's seat. Where?
you.
Is there something wrong, Miss Mizuno? I will not tolerate speaking out of turn. No, sorry. I returned my gaze to the front of the room, but mine was elsewhere. PBG hadn't come to class. He's skipping. He usually isn't at class, so the next day I watched the classroom door with worry. But sure enough, the bell rang, class started, and PBG was still nowhere to be seen. Hana, are you okay? I'm sure he's fine. Yeah. But mine couldn't help wandering into terrible thoughts. As I watched Shizuka draw pictures on a chalkboard, my mind drifted back to my childhood. Back then, PBG was always needing my help. He stubbed his toe or get chased by a raccoon or have turned on the television at night and seen a movie about aliens. Each time something bad happened, he'd come running to me and make him feel better. I knew that a lot of time passed between now and then, but the PBG I saw now was so similar to the PBG I knew then. What if that hadn't changed? What if instead of learning how to manage his problems, he just learned to take them inward? And now instead of asking for help from people who cared about him, he pushed them away and took it all into his own hands. Now when he needs help, he takes his anger out on other things or gets too absorbed into what he's working on. In that case, if his friends don't see the need to help him, how will he ever get better? And if he hurts himself? Good job, class. I'm leaving now, except for you, Marcus. She placed the paper on one of the more attractive boys' desk. I'll be seeing you in my office. She winked and walked out of the classroom.
What?
Holy crap, it's finally going to happen. Shizuka's finally going to hit on a student.
Yahoo!
Oh man, there's no way I'm going to miss this. Come on, Hana. We'll have just enough time to peek and eat lunch if we hurry. You go on ahead. I have to talk to John.
Really?
Ugh. Seriously? Fine, maybe Jerry will come with me. A smile left the classroom and approached John and tapped him on the shoulder. John.
What's up?
Oh, hey. Hi, Hana. What's up? Well, it's kind of about our conversation yesterday. His brow knitted together. What do you need? Well, PPG didn't come to class again and I'm worried. You're right. Usually he sneaks in by now. Well, if you want, we can go up and check in the room. Last I saw him, he was still asleep.
Yeah.
Thank you. Together, John and I made our way across campus. As we climbed up the stairs to the room, I finally asked him something that had been bothering me for a while. John, where did HUGS go? HUGS? Oh, he's fine. He's installing an update to get a cybertronic beak that can carve through raw iron. Raw iron? Oh, yeah, all the Coopers have one nowadays, you know. I couldn't leave him out of the loop, the little guy. If you say so. I didn't really believe him, but he didn't seem to want to talk about it. Besides, it made about as much sense as anything John said. Here we are. We stepped into his MPBG's dorm room and he closed the door behind us. PBG was fast asleep, curled into a tiny ball on the bed. How was it possible for him to be so small when he was 6'2"?
Good morning.
Wake up, beauty queen. PBG shifted over. You've got to be kidding me. He climbed over PBG's soccer bag and began poking him inside. Wake up, come on.
No.
Leave me alone, I'm tired. If you don't come to class, you're gonna get kicked out of school. Do you want that? Leave me alone.
No.
Come on. John swept PBG's blanket off of him like a matador. No! PBG shrieked and flailed against the bed in a perverse imitation of a toddler's temper tantrum. I don't want to go to school. I'm sleepy. I want to sleep. Let me go to sleep. Oh man, this is awful. John turned to me. I'm sorry, Hana. Could you leave us alone for a bit? Hana? PPG shot up in his bed, smashing his head against the beams of John's bunk. Ow! That's awesome. Shut up. Leave me alone. I'm okay. I'm up. Yeah, Hana here was worried about you, so we came to get you. I shuffled awkwardly back into the entryway. Pardon my intrusion. Hana, he trailed off, the tips of his ears turning pink. I'll be in class after lunch, okay? Yeah. I'm sorry, I'll go now. I flew out of the room and headed for the cafeteria. When I got back to class...
I can't believe this.
Damn, it was a total fluke. Shizuka was giving him an application for some college internship program. That's why she winked. I totally thought they were gonna get it on too. That's too bad. What are you grinning about anyhow? I glanced across the room at PBG in his seat. He caught my glance and gave me a thumbs up. Nothing. Oh, you love birds. Love birds? No, it's not like that, I swear. Yeah, let me know when it gets juicy. PBG stayed in class that day and for a few days after that. He looked absolutely exhausted every time I saw him and rarely responded to what I was saying. At lunch he ate his food and absentmindedly picked at his dessert, never listening to the conversation. I was worried. He was clearly acting strange, but nobody else seemed to be paying him any attention. I tracked Nick down to ask why, and all he said was, "This has happened before. It kind of just has to run its course." Eventually, I pieced 2 and 2 together. A big game was coming up. Apparently, if Asagao won, they would significantly better the chances of getting to finals. I didn't understand why, but they'd be able to lose 2 games instead of only 1. As the deadline approached, PVG got more and more anxious. Then one day he didn't show up to class at all. He's still not here.
Hey.
What's going on? This is the second day PVG just has to come to class. Luke glanced at PBG's seat. Yeah, I guess you're right. Don't be sad. I glanced up at Ian, whatever, and in surprise. No? Ian rolled his eyes. If he's not hurting himself, there's no problem. He can make his own decisions. His font is really not the best. You've got yourself to worry about. The tournament isn't gonna win itself. He grinned and my throat caught. The tournament? I've been so worried I hadn't been practicing at all. That's what I thought. You can't make this easy for us, Hana. We really will beat you if you don't work hard at it. You're right. Wait, what's my score right now? 25. Alright. cool. Ian shook his head and walked away. When it finally registered that Ian left, Luke followed. I shouldered my bag. Shouldered, what? Mine was nowhere to be seen, so I headed home alone to do some practice. Damn it. No matter how hard I tried, I wasn't getting any better. I'd stay in the same score and rank range since last week. How was I going to beat Ian at this rate? Oh, the show's back on. I turned the volume up just slightly, resuming my training. Welcome back to PB&J. Remember, if you hear that name somewhere else, we totally thought of it first. Tonight I'm bringing you a very special show because, as you might notice, my partner has fallen asleep. Uh-oh. Don't worry, I won't do anything too bad to the guy. You know, he has a lot of fears, and I figured I'd do something to help him combat those. A sound like wet plastic echoed out of the radio when John next spoke. His voice was muffled. Now then, PPG, wake up! I have come for you! What? There was a second pause over the radio. I held my breath, then... Oh God, no! I'm sorry. Please don't take me. Please don't take me. You'll make the perfect specimen. No. Okay, you can take me, but please don't take Luca. He doesn't know any better. He's just a dog. John started laughing, but his muffled voice made it sound absolutely demonic. I should have made more of my life when I had the chance. I have so many things to tell people. Jeff, if you're out there, I secretly consider you a really good friend. And Josh, I'm really jealous of your beard. And Hannah, Whoa there, boy. There was a rustling as John took off whatever he was wearing. It's only me. John?
Hey.
Come over to Daddy. Come like me. I'm sorry for hurting you. What? A quiet shuffling sound and then someone being pat on the back. There, I'm sorry. It's over now. It was you? Of course it was me, you numbnut. I've never been so happy to see you. These two. For a long while, there was wrestling and patting as PPG was presumably being palmed down. I smiled. Whether it was obvious or not, John cared about PPG. He was trying to cheer him up, too, in his own special way. Despite that, I still worried. PPG didn't sound any less stressed. If anything, he sounded a bit more so. I bit my lip. I've been worried about it literally all day. Maybe it was time to do something to get my mind off of it. The radio show was hosted in Zelia Arts Center, wasn't it? That's where they took me after the Flower Festival. Oh, she's literally walking over there. There's no problem in simply popping by, right? Just to wish him luck before the big game. This wasn't weird at all. I entered Azalea Arts Center and made my way through the halls to the radio showroom. The show was still going on, so I couldn't just barge in. Instead, I stood outside the door, waiting for PPG and John to finish up. I sighed. What was I really doing here? Why did I care so much? Ian was right. If PPG wanted to do something, it was none of my business whether he did it. I didn't ruin his life. He didn't have to make his decisions taking me into consideration. But I didn't just feel concerned for him. I also felt a little responsible for him. Back when we were little, I was the one who watched out for PPG. I protected him from other people who made fun of him. I chased down boys who tripped him on purpose. I even punched a kid in the face after I saw him shove PPG down in the concrete. We were only a few months apart in age, but he always felt like a little brother to me. So he's a couple of months younger than her? Huh. It was hard for me to see him as anything different, even now that he was so insanely tall and clearly had things together. Well, as together as obsessively destroying yourself over a silly soccer game could be. Should have punched me if you were so scared. What if I was an actual alien? Then punching you wouldn't make much of a difference. You don't know that. John and PPG walked right past me, too deep in the argument to even notice that I was standing there. I gently cleared my throat. Oh, Hannah, it's just you. What are you doing here? John glanced from me to PPG and smiled like a Cheshire cat.
See you later.
Hey, I gotta get going, but I'll leave you two here. Take your time, too. We have permission to be out, so we won't get into any trouble. I smiled at him and he winked at me. PPG was pink. So, why are you here?
Well...
Shit, I didn't really think about what I should say once I was here. Mostly I just wanted to see him, but to put my mind at ease. Yes, he was alive and he was in one piece. He didn't even look that bad. Much better than he had the last few days. Maybe he'd been using that time to catch up on sleep. But he still shouldn't be missing so much class. What should I say? Oh, shiz. I want to support you. I want to see how you're doing. I want to so hurt you. I got 10 points for that. I've been conflicted. I feel like you're pushing yourself too hard, but I know how important this is to you. Yeah, we can't tell him what to not do. Like, come on now. I just wanted to do something to help. I stopped. I wanted to give him something, but what? Oh, you don't have to do that. I fumbled around my jacket looking for anything that might serve as a good gift. There was nothing but my body. Oh wait. Stepping forward, I wrapped my arms around him and hugged. Ah, hugs! We get to have so many hugs. Well, this is only second hug, I think. My head just barely reached his chest. It was more like hugging his stomach than hugging him. His heart was beating rapidly just under my ear, and he's stiff as a door. Maybe this wasn't the right thing. He shifted a little under me, and then I felt two long arms wrap themselves around me too. Something prickly and heavy hit the top of my head.
Hana.
Thank you, Hana. As he spoke, vibrations tickled my head and face. No problem. We stood like that for some time, longer than was strictly necessary for a friendly hug, but I didn't mind. In fact, I kind of liked it. It was different from the normal kind of hug I got from my parents. Something seemed different, but I couldn't put my finger on it. Why? I don't understand. Does this happen in real life? Do people not realize they love someone? What is reality? What is it? I don't. Finally, he pulled away. As I smiled at him, I realized what was weird. My heart was beating like crazy. PPG's face was rosy pink, and I was sure mine was the same. He cleared his throat. Well then, I guess I'll just have to get going now. He started walking backwards towards the door, not taking his eyes off me. Yeah, good. Yeah, right back at you. Thank you for that. Yeah, no problem. Will I see you at the game tomorrow?
Yeah.
You know, you will. Yep. #1 fan right here. I beamed at him and he beamed back. Great. Man, I'm so excited. There's no way we'll fail. He chuckled. Thanks, Hana. I didn't do anything. No, you definitely did. Ow. He hit the door with a loud bang. Jerking around, he grabbed the handle and tried to pull it open, but it didn't budge. It's a push door. He pushed on the door so hard that when it opened, he flung himself out into the night air. He stood for a few seconds processing what happened. Just as the door swung closed, he turned and waved to me. That was well worth the wait. Sweetness. I'm starting to get really worried about him. If he keeps going at this rate, he's going to hurt himself. But what can I do? If he wants to work himself to death, I can't make him stop. We have 35 tournament points. How many do we need? The afternoon of the big game, the sun was harsh and the air was heavy. The humidity was almost unbearable. Going outside felt like walking into an indoor swimming pool. It was finally halftime at the soccer match, not soccer. The score was even, 3-3, but Asagao's biggest rivals, the Morai? You know what? Morai? Don't even know. Fates were being extremely aggressive. One player in particular already got a yellow card and was consistently getting into minor scrapes. So far, no one was hurt, but there were plenty of moments where Asagao might have been able to score, but they scored. Sorry, I'm trying to burp, but the thing's coming out. Been able to score had they not been avoiding his risky lunges. It wasn't looking good. PVG was in great form, but stress had taken its toll. His hair was matted with sweat, and beads of it rolled down his face. He waved his arms around vigorously, talking to Jeff, who was being just as enthusiastic back. It doesn't look like it's going very well. Don't worry, we just gotta believe in this team.
Well,
if you say so. I didn't feel good about this, not at all. PVG and the rest of the team jogged back onto the field. He got into position this time as a center forward, directly opposing the rude player from M. I have a bad feeling about this. The whistle blew as my turn to me. If you keep acting like that, you'll drag the team down. Come on, why can't you? PVG! PVG was on the ground holding his leg and writhing in pain. The rude player stood above him, a smirk on his face. The Asagao students in the stand lost their minds. Foul words flew around us. If anything, it seemed a riot was in. Yep, what I just said. But that's gonna be where it stop. Cause it's an injury. We have an injury. I think he's gonna be very depressed now. Because I'm pretty sure the game is gonna be lost. We're gonna lose the game. He's gonna be quite depressed. Because then he's gonna blame it all on himself. Because he hurt his... whatever he hurt. But thank you guys for watching. Stay beautiful. And I'll see you guys in the next one.